have our orientation session today. So today we're going to talk about like a lot of things related to our platform, our features, how to use it, and the most important part that we're going to talk about today is trial sessions. How we are going to conduct trial sessions, how we're going to reach like or to access like the materials, like what is the structure, what we should do, and everything. So please, like if you have like a copy book or a notebook, write down everything that I'm going to say, like especially about the trial sessions. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me at any time. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
That's good. Thank you. But from what I can see here, that I have two guests. So could you please like write down your names because I need to write down who attended today. So I have two guests. So could you please like open your mic and tell me your names?
Hello. Can you hear
Hello.
me?
Hi.
Okay, I'm happy.
Yeah, I remember you. All right. Okay.
Yes.
So let me just write down your name.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. And the other guest, thank you so much, Mr. Happy. And for the other guest, can you hear me?
Hi, we can hear you. My name is Eukalia.
Yes, hello. Oh, yeah, I can see your name. So you joined from two devices?
Pardon?
Yeah, I think I'm asking you whether you joined like from two devices or not because I can see your name. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I joined from the link.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm just going to ask the other guest to open his mic, maybe. All right. Yeah. Okay. So right now I'm going to share my screen with you. Please, once you see it, just notify me. Okay. All right. Can you see my screen?
I can't see your screen.
Not yet.
What about now? What about now?
Yes.
Is it
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right, that's very good. So first of all, let's start from like the first part, which is the review. So here we have like this is like the teacher account. This is how you could like see it. And when you want like to navigate through like a teacher account, you'll find the dashboard, files, materials, and many other sections. I'm going to start with the dashboard. So first of all, you can see like here my reviews, and so like now platform like right like after your trial session or your regular session, you're going to see that you have like a lot of reviews. This is like from your students. So once they finish their session with you, they're going to rate your session out of 5. Okay. So once you see that you have 5 stars, so okay, like you're doing good. They're like happy with your session, and they could write down some comments too. Okay, so you could like check it whenever you want to do. So if you like press on 10 reviews, you're going to see it right away. So this is for the reviews, and once you see this badge, this is like for a top tutor. So it's like all about the conversion rate, and it's all about the recursive subscription. So once you have high scores, you're going to have the top tutor badge. There is no limit, like no limits for the top tutor. We could have like 20 top tutors because we have a lot of teachers in our platform. But once you see the badge, so make sure that you're doing it. You don't have like anything that could maybe like we could say that not good throughout your session. And of course, we're going to have regular clinical visits to make sure that everything's good. So this is for the top tutor badge. And let's move to a really important section, which is the details of your monthly sports. So here, the section is divided into 2 parts. The first part is the active groups. So this is like the number of the active groups that this teacher has. So he has here like 4 active groups. When we want to say that this is like the total number of his groups, this is like 4 active groups. And when it comes to the active students, he has 9 active students. Okay, this is the total number of his students. And when it comes to the cancellation, here in our platform, we have 2 kinds of cancellation. We have cancel students, this is normal cancellation, and we have first month cancellation. So let me tell you like how it goes here in our platform. So our students, they subscribe with us monthly. So once they decide to continue with you as a teacher, they're going to resubscribe one more time. Okay. So of course this is like a good thing for you. But once he decided like to stop in the first month, so he like okay he just like maybe registered for only 1 month, and for the second month he decided not to subscribe with you one more time. So here we counted it as first month cancellation. So actually we're trying to avoid like the first month cancellation as much as we can. So of course like we're going to hear from the student, and if he said like any like maybe bad review about your sessions, we're going to have a meeting together to discuss these points. So this is like about the first month cancellation. And for the cancel student, this is like the normal cancellation. First, like we don't want to have like a lot of cancel students, but first like 2 students like a normal like number, because he has been with us for only like 2 months, so it's like a normal number, 2 cancel students. So this is like about the cancel students and about the first month cancellation and about the absent and the lateness. So according to the teacher guideline, I'm not sure if you guys like read the teacher guideline or not, but you cannot be absent for 5 consecutive times per month, or you cannot be late for 5 consecutive times per month. So of course we have like exceptions. So of course if you're God forbid you're going to the hospital, if you have any like kind of emergency, we're going to remove the absent right away. But it's just like media to provide us with like the papers, and we're going to remove the absent right away. And of course, like we remove absence. So at the first of each month, we remove only 1 absent and 1 lateness. So if you just like decided to maybe not to attend any session and you informed us about it, it's going to be counted. But at the first of the following month, we're going to remove it. Okay, so it's going to be 0, like as it was before. So this is for the absent and the lateness. So for the lateness, when we're going to count it as lateness, if you just didn't attend your session, or you attended your session 5 minutes late, so it's going to be counted as lateness. Okay. This is for the lateness. For the material not used, so I'm not sure if I've informed like all of you about that or not, but we have our own materials. So we have our conversation material, we have our IELTS, TOEFL, and business. So that's what we want you guys to do. We want you to use our materials. So it's a must to use it during your sessions. So you can use it like from 30 to 40 minutes during a session. And the duration of the session itself is 60 minutes. So if you use it for 30 and 40 minutes, it's going to be counted as used material. If you want to support your session with any like video, YouTube video, or any online game, of course you can do that. If you want to add extra vocabulary related to the topic, you can do that. But as I said before, we cannot use any external material. So it's like good thing for you. You don't have to prepare anything before a session. Okay? Just like you need to check your materials, check what you're going to discuss today with your students, and that will be it. This is for the material not used. So if you didn't use like the materials, it will be counted here in your dashboard. Same goes for the camera. So it's really important to use the camera, because as you all know that when you talk to your students, it's really like essential to use your body language, to use your facial expressions. This is how you can convey like anything to your students, especially if they are A2. So it's a must to open our cameras. If you have any emergency and you cannot open your camera, just you can inform us and we could like assign a substitute for this session. But it's not really allowed to not to use your camera and to attend your session at the same time. So this is for the camera not used. So if you didn't use your camera, it's also going to be counted here. For the trials and for the groups and like both like trials and groups, actually like whenever you finish your trial or your group, you're going to find the payment of the trial or the group counted here on your dashboard. Okay, so whenever you finish it, you could like check your dashboard and you're going to find it here. And the earn from reports. So actually here in our platform, we have 2 kinds of reports. we have the monthly report and we have transition reports. So for the monthly report, so like it's really like a good thing to keep your students like updated about their level, about their performance. So we have a monthly report. It will be open from the 21 of each month till the 27 or the 28 of each month. So what you guys should do that at on the 21 of each month, you're going to check the student section. I'm going to show you how you can check it later on. And you're going to see like a plus icon that if you press on it, you're going to fill or to fill out your report and to submit it on time. So this is like really important for your students to keep them on track, to just like to let them know like about more about the performance and about the things that they just like they need to focus on. So just try to make the language itself of the report, try to make it not really harsh, okay? Try to support them, and at the same time, not really casual, okay? Do not use any slangs or any idioms because maybe they will not get it as you because you are like maybe like some of you are native speakers, so it will be like really easy for you, but not easy for the students. So, but at the same time, just try to address the student as if he's in front of you, not as he like a third participant that you're talking to someone else. No, just try to address him. Try to say, okay, you did well in this and this and this, but you need to focus on that and that and that. Okay. So this is for the report, and I'm going to show you how to use it. For the total, this is like the total number, okay, of the feature of like the payment itself. And according to the month, because like we reset our dashboard at the first of each month. This is like from the 1st of July to the 1st of July. And for the bonus, it's related to the trial. So once you join any trial and the student decided to just like subscribe with you, you'll get $2 as bonus plus the $5 of the trial itself. So you'll get $7. So this is like when the student decides to subscribe with you. So about the subtotal here, we have like the subtotal of the payment itself. This is for the first part of the details of the monthly scores. For the second section or the second part, we have the conversion rate. So the conversion rate here is related to the trials. So once you just like have a really good conversion rate above 25%, you're really like you're going to be qualified for the trials and you get groups. You get like a lot of groups and trials. So but your conversion rate has to be above 25. Okay. So from like 25 to or like plus 25, you just like you'll be qualified to get trials, groups, and like a lot of other things. So you're going to find it here in like numbers too. So here like he has 5 like converted students out of what? Okay. Could be like out of 10 or out of 20. So this is for the conversion count. About the duration, this is how you could like calculate it. And about the recursive subscription, it's really like an important one. So here the recursive subscription is more related to the regular sessions when you get groups. So as I said before, our students subscribe with us monthly. So once they decide to resubscribe with you, so let's say that you have 11 students, and all the 11 students decided to subscribe with you one more time. So the recursive subscription is going to be 100%. Okay. So if like one of the 11 decided not to subscribe with you or resubscribe with you one more time, you will have 90%. So of course it's okay. Like from 70 to 100, it's a really normal number of the recursive subscriptions. Okay, so don't worry about it. And yeah, this is for the first part. So any questions?
No, I'm good.
No.
I have a question, please.
Yeah, sure.
I just need you to please go over the part about the materials not used. I just want some clarity on that. Does it mean that we're not allowed to use any material from outside Boston, or do we get penalized for using external, things like materials or videos or stuff like that?
Oh, right. Okay, let me clarify one more time. Of course, it's okay. Thank you for your question. So yeah, so here we have like our own material. So there is no need to use our like any other materials. So you do not like you don't need to prepare any other materials. Okay, but of course, if you want to support your session with some extra vocabulary, with online videos or YouTube videos, or maybe like some online games, of course you can do that. But when it comes to the material itself, you cannot use any other book or any other curriculum. You got what I want to
Oh,
say?
okay, I understand. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. So, any other question before I move to the other part?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you.
No
Oh,
questions.
None so far.
all right, thank you. So, let's move to the second part, which is the earning overview. So here you could just like you could check your earnings like per month. You could like check everything related to it. And if you press on view details, you could see like a lot of things related to your payment. But of course, I'm not going to click on it. I'm not going to go like through it because it's like a personal stuff. But you could just if you press on like view details, you're going to see your reference number, which is related to your payment and everything else, to scores related to bonus and so on. So this is for the earning overview. About the active here, if you didn't have, if you don't have like any kind of warnings, your account will remain like active like this one. But if you got any warning, you will get like an acknowledge here that you have to just acknowledge the pop out that you could see like in front of you. So of course, like it's going to be more related to lost connections. So you gotta like have maybe like a really strong connection when it comes to the material not used for two consecutive times or for camera not used for two consecutive times. So it's not going to be like from the first time. It has to be like two consecutive times to get a warning. And if you feel that maybe like something went wrong, maybe like the system counted it wrong, so you're going to have it. Like, feel free to reach out to us. Feel free to call us on our American number, so we could just like maybe send a message to our IT to investigate more. So this is for the warnings. So if you got like 5 warnings, your account will be terminated. But we're going to remove like warnings at the first of each month too. So if you felt that something is wrong with your warnings, just don't hesitate and just like call us right away. So this is for the first part, which is the dashboard. So any questions so far?
Hi Yara, I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
So my question is not related to what we're talking about at the moment, but I have so like what if an instance of a late student happens? How long are we supposed to stay in the classroom or the meeting before we leave? And then what's the process for absenteeism in terms of learners?
Yeah, okay. Actually, like I'm going to talk about it when it comes to the meeting section. I'm going to talk
Okay,
about it in details. Yeah, so
okay,
don't worry. I will cover everything.
okay, no problem. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right. So, okay. So, any questions?
No, all good.
All right. That's very good. So, let's move to trials. And here I'm not going to talk about the trial session itself. I'm going to talk about the resources and materials. But here I'm going to talk about the trial request and how to accept it and how you're going to receive it. So first of all, you're going to receive it like you have like 2 options to receive like trial requests. So whether you're going to receive it here on your own account, your teacher account, or you're going to receive it on your phone. Okay. But when it comes to your phone, like we're not going to send it like not a human being that is going to send it. Our AI is going like will send it to you. So do not negotiate like time or a day or anything because he will not respond. Like we will not send it like immediately. So we will not send it like teacher is A, so don't worry. Okay. So, can you hear my voice? Do you still hear my voice?
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Mm.
So here I was talking about the trials. So as I said before, you're going to receive it like whether on like your phone or your like teacher account. And as I said before, our AI is going to send you like a trial request, and of course it's going to be according to your available time. So if you felt that it's not like from your available time, of course you can send us a message, and we're going to cancel it from the system, so you don't have to refuse it. And of course, like if you have any kind of like emergency, just don't refuse the trial, because if you refuse the trial, your name is not going to be like a priority like for our system. Okay, so our AI is not going to pick your name. So just if you have any like sort of emergency, just like call us right away or send us like a message on our American number, and we're going to cancel it from the system. So do not refuse it. Okay. So this is like for the trials, and once you press on I'm available, you're going to get like a full report, like about your student, like his age, whether he's like an adult, teenager, or young teen, and maybe like what about his level, if he's A2 or like above like A2, and about the day and the date and everything. And of course, it's going to be like according to your time zone. Okay. So yeah, this is like about the trials. So for trial sessions, for only trial sessions, you have to attend trial sessions 5 minutes early. Okay. So if you did not join 5 minutes early, it's going to be like counted as a lateness. So just make sure to join 5 minutes early, and it's only like for the trials, not for the regular sessions. Because for the trials, you're going to have it for like you're going to have it like where the student like is not from our platform. He's just like joining to explore like the platform throughout your trial session. So just make sure that everything is good. You have a professional background. Your internet is good. Your camera is on and everything. And I'm going to talk like of course in details about the trials in the next section. So for now, like okay, so for now it's all about that you join 5 minutes early, and right after your trial session, you will see that you have a report just like this one. So make sure that you fill out this report within 24/7 of your trial. So why we just like fill out reports? And by the way, this is the second kind of reports. As we said before, we have monthly reports, which this is the one which is you can see on your dashboard. And the second type of reports that we are going to have is the trial session report, as you can see here. So why we file transition reports and why we have to submit it on time, because like you're going to cover everything about your student performance throughout the trial. So you're going to mention his level, his sub level, his age, okay, like this one. You're going to choose his age, his level, his sub level, and what does the student want to learn. So this is like a really important thing, because maybe he's here for business, other TOEFL, maybe for conversation, general English, and so on. And for the strength and weakness points, you have to write down everything that you noticed and any additional comment. So if he's good at maybe like his pronunciation is good, but maybe he's not good at grammar. If his vocabulary is good, but he's not really good at conversation, but he could just like say some words. So you're going to add like the additional comments here, and you're going to save it. So make sure to fill it out through, or maybe like within 24/7 of your trial. So this is for the reports and how you can just like know that your students subscribe with you. So once they subscribe with you, you're going to see it, that this icon here turned into green one, and you can see that he subscribed. And do not worry, so you will not see that he like subscribed with you right after the trial or immediately. He could like subscribe with you maybe like a week later, or after 2 weeks, or maybe after 3 weeks. Sometimes like the payment procedure itself takes time. So this is like how you can know that he subscribed with you. And for the unsubscribed one, so like he's not really maybe like sure about whether he's going to subscribe or not, or maybe he decided not to subscribe with you. And if your student maybe like during your trial, if you attended your trial, but your student like decided not to show up, so here what you can do. So first of all, you're going to ask like the sales agent, because like whenever you join any trial session, you're going to find one of our admins and a sales agent, and maybe like me or Miss Nora, that we're going like just like to join the trial to supervise it, to see if you need like any feedback or anything, but it's not going to be like for every time. So once you join and your student like you see that he didn't join, like 5 minutes like passed and he didn't join, so you're going to just like call our sales agent to make sure that he's going to join or not. If he said that he's joining, of course you have to stay. If he said that he's not going to join, you can just like join the conversation room, and I'm going to talk about it in details once we talk about meetings. Okay, but this is for like the first part. And just make sure that it's marked here as absent, not to affect your conversion rate. So this is for the absent or the unsubscribed or subscribed students. And yeah, that was like everything about the request and about the reports. So any questions about the reports or about the trial request?
No.
No, no questions.
I have a question.
Sure.
So if the student, after say maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and after we have
Mhm.
confirmed with the sales agent that the student will not join the trial session, will
Mhm.
the system detect that the student is absent?
Yes, the system will detect it right away. But sometimes there could be like some sort of a glitch that the system like is going to mark it as unsubscribed. So that's why I said maybe if you could just like check it, it will be like good, not to just like maybe affect your conversion rate. And yeah, by the way, once you join any trial session and your student like decided not to join it, it was still counted as a paid one. Okay, you'll get paid for it.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, thank you. So yeah, any questions so far?
I have a question.
Sure.
You say it sometimes takes about 2 weeks for the system to show if the student subscribe. So is 2 weeks the maximum time, or it
Oh,
could take to close to 4 weeks?
oh right. Yeah. Thank you for your question. So no, it's not like 2 weeks for the system like to show it. Maybe it could take two. Maybe like it take like 2 weeks or like 3 weeks for the student to pay, not for the system to show it. Once he subscribe with you, the system will show it right away. You got me? Hello? Oh, so can you hear me?
Hi, can you hear me here?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. I actually lost audio for several minutes. I think when you were covering the section, I actually had to log back out, like I had to log out and log back in again. So I think I might have missed part of what you were saying. But tell me something. When it when with regards to trials, do the students pay for the trials or are the trials free?
For it's paid for the teacher, but it's free for the students.
All right. And who organizes the trials? Does the platform organize the trials? Do they pick the teachers who will conduct the trials? Or do the students pick their own teachers to conduct their trials?
Okay, good question. And no, it's not like Preply or any other like platform. So here, like our system, I will tell you like how our system works. So our system would just like whenever you join our platform as a teacher, you're going to give us your available time, and we're
Right.
going to update it like of course like we're going to update it in our system, and our system will just see how like maybe like see like a certain time. So let's say that the system can see that we're going to have a trial session at 7 p.m. but there's no teacher. So our system will send like trial requests to different teachers that have the same like available time. So let's say that our system send you like a trial request and send it to Mr. Dave or send it to Mr. Happy or any other teacher. So once you just like click on your like okay I'm available, so it's yours. It's your trial. So it's not like our students is going to they're going to choose like who's going to give them the trials. Like the assistant.
Okay. All right. No, I understand. So now when so that means so when you do get, say, the opportunity then to conduct the trial, so that's when it's a make or break opportunity for you to then get the student to sign up with the platform and hopefully choose you as their long-term teacher. Am I correct?
Yes, once any like students subscribe with you, they should be like you should be their teachers. But sometimes they choose not to have one-to-one like private session, or maybe like if you have like a suitable group for their level, they would join with you right away. But if they choose a group of seven, so maybe we could add them to another group. But like 90% of like our students, of course, they're going to be your students.
All right. Okay. No, thank you.
All right. And like to cover like or to sum up like the section for you. So as I said, like only for trials you have to join 5 minutes early just to prepare yourself, to keep your camera on, to prepare the materials, because this is like how our students they're going to get like the first impression. This is how they could see, they could just like explore our platform through your session. So of course like first impression always matter. So that's
Yes,
how you're going just like yeah to just like to make it like really good and really like interactive as much as you can.
I
And
see.
thank you. And for the reports, so you only like have 24 hours like right after your trial to submit the reports, and it's really like important just to see like your student performance, his level, why he's here, why he choose Boston. Maybe he wants to improve his conversation, maybe he wants to improve his business. So it's like according to his needs.
Right. And with each trial, is the material chosen by the teacher, or does the student already pre-select the material that they will use for that particular trial?
No, it's going to you're the one who's going to choose the materials like according to his needs and according to what he wants to study, why he's here.
Oh,
And yeah, and I'm going to show you like how you can detect it, how you can know it more when I talk about resources and materials. So don't worry.
okay, perfect. All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, so any questions so far about the trials?
Hello, Miss. I'm Dainty. Can you hear me, Miss?
Yeah, I can hear well.
I'm a little bit curious about absent. I didn't hear it properly earlier, but if the student is absent, the it we are we paid for $5 in that class or not?
Yeah, it's paid. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Miss. Thank you for answering.
Thank you so much. All right. Okay. So now let's move to the resources and materials, and this is like a really important part. So first, I'm going to talk about the regular sessions, not the trials. But when I talk about trials, I just want you to focus really well and to ask as many like questions as you want, because it's a really important part, and this is how you can move to the last stage. So about the resources and materials. So first of all, I'm going to talk about the regular sections and about our materials too. So you will get full access to the materials, um, like but according to your students' levels. So let's say that you have two groups. One of them is like B1 level, and the other one is C1. So you get materials of B1 and C1 for both adults and kids. If even if you don't have any kids, like kids groups, you're still going to have the access or to the full access to like the kids materials. So let's start with maybe like this one, V1. So this is like how the regular sessions material look like. So you're going to find the levels here, like next to each folder. And so let's try B1 for example. So here we have like our materials. As you can see here, it's divided into three parts, three sub levels. So here we have beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So for example, here we have beginner. So I'm going to choose like introducing new friends. So as you can see here, we have like a PDF and we have audio, video, and also we have three practices and homework. So when we open like our PDF here, you're going to see the title and the duration, which is like 60 minutes or 1 hour. So if you want to expand it, of course you can expand it from here. Okay, if you want to zoom in, you can zoom in from here. If you want to zoom out, you can use this one too. And here we have a pencil if you want to use it to mark anything here. If you want to erase it, of course you can use this one. Okay. And about and about the learning outcomes. So here you're going like to read it with your students. If you want your students to read it, of course you can do that. And when it comes to the warm-up activity, of course, like I know that each teacher has his own method when it comes to teaching, when it comes to the structure. So feel free to follow your own method while you're using our materials. And here you can see like the duration of each section. So you don't have to stick to it. Of course, you can just like distribute or maybe like to divide the parts as you want. And for the lesson part, you have three questions and you have an audio. So here you can open the audio.
Hi, Layla. This is my new friend Omar.
So this is how you can control the sound. This is how you control the audio itself. If you want to repeat it like several times, you can do that. And this is for the listening parts. And when it comes to the practice, when I say that please proceed to practice number one, you can open the practice from here. Okay. And once you see the practice, you just like I just want to let you know that your students they have the same access to the materials as you, but just to make it easy, you can just like share your screen like using the practice and just tell your students to read the practice or to answer the practice with you by turns. It's going to be like really easy because sometimes your students they join like from one device, so it's gonna be like hard for them to open the meeting and to open the practice at the same time. So if you want to open the practice, you can just like press on retry exam here. And once you press on retry exam, you'll get start test. So you can start your test from here. And then you can see the audio if you want to repeat the audio one more time for your students. And you're going to see here the questions. So for example, I'm going to choose like a random one. I'm not really sure. But here I could choose this one. And if I press on next, I will see like an automatic correction where you can see your mistakes or your student's mistake, and you can just like correct it together. So let's see like an automatic correction here. You're going to choose yes. And here my score is 0. So I'm going to check why my score is 0. So I'm pressing on like check correction. And I'm going to press on next. So I will see here that I choose generous, which is like the wrong one. I should choose funny. So this is how you can see like the right answer. Same goes for the rest of the questions. So this is for practice number one and for the other two practices as well. So if you just scroll down, you can see the vocabulary part where you can see like the first word here. So here like this is like a PDF, not like a one that you could like press on like a page or choose any like other like options. So you can see here like the rest of the vocabulary. Okay, and if we scroll down like a little bit, you could see like practice number two, and then the grammar parts. After that, practice number three, and the speaking activity or the productive stage, where your students will be able to apply what you guys studied together. And then here you can get your feedback, and the last thing the homework. So for the homework, like you can just like tell your students that you guys have a homework and you can check it. You could like show them like the homework and how they could submit it. And this is like a paragraph, okay? So you'll not get their scores. If you want to see their paragraph, you could just like ask them to send you like a screenshot and send it to you like in Boston chat because we're not allowed to to take the numbers or to add them on social media. So they could just like send it to you on like Boston chat, or they could just get their scores throughout or through the automatic correction. So this is like everything about the lesson. And to let you know, or for your information, that each level should take about 3 months. But if you feel that your student is not getting the information really well, or he maybe like struggling in some points, you're just going to um, okay, you're just going to see that okay, maybe he needs 2 more sessions. But normally it should only take 3 months for the 3 sub levels. Each sub level should take 1 month. Okay, so this is for the levels, and at the end of each sub level, your students they're going to have a test. So you're just going to inform them maybe like 2 sessions early, okay, that you guys are going to have a test. So just prepare yourself, revise everything, and to sum up like maybe like the lessons and everything, and you're going to dedicate a whole session for the test. So you're going to share your screen and they're going to see the test, and at the same time they're going to solve the test, but you're not going to solve it with them. Just they're going to just like to answer the test on their own device. And after they finish, you're going to check their scores and you're going to give them like a full feedback about their performance, about the points that they need to improve, and so on. So this is for like the part where they should have a test. If you feel that you guys still have time, you could just give them an oral test to teach their accommodation skills. So this is for the sub levels, and same goes for the second sub level and the third sub level as well. And after you guys finish, after 3 months, when you finish like the first level, which is B1, you're going to have a final exam. So you're going to inform your students 2 sessions early too, and you're going to dedicate a session for the final exam as well. And of course you're going to provide like feedback, or to provide like some points that they need to focus on. If you felt they are not really ready to level up to C1, or to I'm sorry, to B2, just make sure to give them maybe like 2 or 3 sessions as revision, just to make sure that they're doing good and they could level up to B2. So this is for the regular sessions, for the levels, for the material. So any questions about this part?
I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so with the materials, once we join the lesson with the student, is the material available within that lesson, or am I supposed to download the materials first so that the
Okay.
student can see the materials?
No, it's not downloadable, but the student, they're all of our students. They have the same access as you. They already like have the materials on their own account. So yeah, and but you could just like open it in front of them and just like you could teach them. But of course, like unfortunately, it's not downloadable.
Okay, that's okay. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Okay, so any other question?
I
I
have a
have a
question.
question. Sorry,
Oh,
go ahead.
Oh,
no, go
okay.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, thank you. So, it was discussed earlier that after each sub level, there will be a test before they move to the next level.
Yes.
I would like to know if, sorry, if I would like to know what it looks like after the student finishes the test, where what should we click in order to see the results, and to also see how they did and the things that we need to discuss with the student in case they have errors in the test.
All right. Okay. So I can show you like what it looks like, but it's going to be hard to show you how you could get their scores, because it's not like it's an empty one. But I will show it to you. Okay. So this is like the test here. So they press on start test, and then they're going to answer just like the practice. Okay. But it's like a longer one.
Okay.
So here they're going to have different questions covering different parts, but of course it's
Hmm.
going to cover like the four skills. And
Hmm.
yeah, this is like the end of it. it's going to end by writing like a short paragraph, and of course like
Mhm.
according to the level too. But
Mhm.
like I'm sorry, but I will not be able to show you how to get this course because I didn't like answer it. But maybe like I
That's
could send you like a screenshot later on, so don't worry.
okay. Great. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Yes, I think like another teacher wanted to ask
Yes,
me.
I think we may have wanted to ask a similar question actually, because I wanted
Oh
to know
really?
where does the test come from? Do you create one or is it already preset on the platform? So that's it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, it's already preset here. You can find it
Okay.
whenever you want to like re-access it.
All right. Good stuff.
Okay. Thank you. So any other question?
Yeah,
Hello, Miss.
Yes. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you know what's happening today?
sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
Um, am
Me?
I?
Oh, the other person. Okay.
Is it okay if I go first? I'm a
Yes,
little
of
bit
course.
curious about the class, Miss. Um, it says that it's 1 hour, right? Every student, per student, it's 1 hour. Are we allowed, or how can I say? Because according to the first part of our discussion here earlier, we are not allowed to be late in the class or every
Mhm.
lesson, right? So are we allowed to stop the class like 5 minutes or like 10 minutes before the next lesson? Because I'm a little bit confused in here somehow. So
Okay.
before the next
Um,
lesson, yeah.
I got you. So you're not going to get like classes maybe like really close to each other timing, and if it happened, you could just like open the two classes at the same time. So for example, if you have a class at 7 p.m. and you have a trial session at 8 p.m. So like when you see that, or when you can feel like you can open like the other trial maybe at 7:55, you could just like open the link of the trial session and close your mic there and close your camera as well, just to open it 5 minutes early as we discussed. And just like to tell your students that today I'm going to finish my session at 8 sharp. So if you have any questions for me, you can ask me, and you could finish your session at 8 sharp. And then at the same time, you already like opened your trial, so it's not going to be counted as lateness. So if you felt you have two classes really close to each other timing, you can do that.
Oh, so it means like we are allowed to open the next class even though the other class is still ongoing, like that.
Yes. Yeah, yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay, so Miss, if happens that we are going to wrap up the lesson, it's like 5 minutes before the next class, like that,
Yeah, of course you
or
can do that, but like 5 minutes, because like we have like in our system like something like called like uncompleted sessions. So I just don't want it to be counted as uncompleted session, so that's why. But just make sure to finish on time. Even if you have like a trial, you could just like finish on time at 8 sharp as I told you, and then just like move to the next one, which is the trial.
all right, got it, Miss. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, so I think we have like another teacher, like Akane and Mr. Happy. Mr. Akane and Mr. Happy, you guys wanted to ask me a question, right?
Okay. My question was, I just need you to circle back to the part where you spoke about um, the activities, right? The
Yeah.
practice activities. You said something about how the students might not be able to access the activity and be in the class as well, and then we need to share our screen. I just want to ask how does that work? Can you please just repeat that part?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So about the practice. So when it comes to the practice, it's really like a good thing if you share your screen using the practice, because it will be visible like for to all of your students. So for example, if you have like a group of three, and you guys should proceed to practice number one, so it will be good if you share your screen using the practice number one, and just make it by turns. That maybe like Andy, you will just like answer question number one, and for you, Sam, you answer question number two, just to be visible like for all of your students, just to see the right answer. And for the second reason, that they will not be able to open like the practice and the meeting at the same time. Maybe they could just like mix it up, because for us as the teachers, we are not allowed to use our like phones or to access our platform from our phone. But it's a lot for your students to access from their phones. So maybe it's going to be hard for them to open at the same time. That's why I said that.
Okay, I understand. So I share the screen and then allow each student to kind of like have a to answer, and then I can click where they said I should click, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right. I think Teacher Akane, you wanted to ask?
Yes, I wanted to know that after the students have done the tests, right, test one, test two, or test three, before the final exam, if they have maybe say 50%, right, how can am I supposed to do the corrections in the next lesson, or how do I go about maybe further explaining some of the terms that or the answers that they got incorrect?
Okay. So you'll see like what are the common mistakes. So for example, if they are studying or they are just like having an exam on present simple and past simple, so you can see that from the paragraph, from the answers, that they are not really ready to just like level up or to just go through the second sub level. So you're just going to have maybe like 2 3 sessions revision, so they will be able to know more about their mistakes and how they could just like solve it or work on it. So we just like going to support them. You're going to say, okay, it's okay, like you guys did such a great job today, but we just need to focus on maybe like these 3 points to level up to the next point. And you're just going to work on them. If you want to like maybe like if you want to like repeat the lesson itself one more time, if you want to just inform us to stop the materials and just to make the session as revision and to open your whiteboard and to clarify some points, it will be good. So feel free to do whatever you want to do, or feel free to do like what you see that it's good for your students.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you for clarifying.
Thank you so much. All right. So any other question before I move to trials? Okay, I think I should move to trials. So now let's move to trials. So it's a really important part. So as I said, if you want to write down anything, you can write it down. So the first point that I'm going to talk about how to access trial session materials. So you can access the trial session materials from here. If you press on trial session roadmap and education material, you will find all of our trials materials. So let me clarify each section here. So first of all, we have trial session roadmap. So from what I like saw, like during like the past trials with some of our teachers, that some of them they open the introduction or open the assessment to use it as a real one. So it's not really a right thing. So the trial session roadmap here, or these 4 points or these 4 PDFs that we have, it's only to guide you, not to open it in front of your students, just only to guide you how to conduct a trial session and with the duration as well. So the only point that you need to open or you're allowed to open in front of your students is the course information. And I'm going to clarify what is this. But first, let me tell you more about this. So first of all, your trial session, you're going to attend your trial session 5 minutes early, as we said before. And you're just going to make sure that you're having a professional background or a suitable one. Your internet is good. You're going to have like a really strong internet connection. You're not breaking. Your voice is clear. Your camera is clear as well. And you just join on time. Okay, do not be late, because as I said, first impression always matter. So you just going to join on time. And you, let's say that you joined 5 minutes early and you prepared everything, and you student join. So you're going to introduce yourself. Just make sure that your voice is clear, you're really confident, because they're going to gain their confidence from your confidence. Okay, if you're really confident about yourself, they're going to be like really active. So just make sure that you're looking straight to the camera, your voice is clear, and at the same time, you introducing yourself. You, because like today we don't have any Arabic teacher, so all of your students, they're going to start from A2. So feel free to talk in English if you know more about French. If you want to use French with like students who can like speak French, feel free to do that. But if not, it's totally fine. So you're going to introduce yourself. You're going to mention your name, your years of experience. If you don't have that much years of experience, you can say your hours, like how many hours you of experience. If you want to mention more about education and so on, and you're going to ask your student to introduce himself as well. You're going to ask him about his name, his age, if it's possible, and where is he from, and where we could say where does he live like right now? Because like as we said before, like most of them are Arabs, but they live in abroad. So it's really important to know more about his current country. And after that, you're going to ask a really important question, which is why you want to improve your English, because this question, like according to his answer, you're going to build the whole trial session on his answer. So it's really, really important to customize his, like your trial session according to his needs. So for example, if he said, okay, I'm from Morocco, but I just like I have some problem with my conversation skills. I need to improve my conversation. I want to communicate with other people. So you're just going to focus on conversation. You're going to dedicate the whole trial session on communication and conversation as well. Okay. If he said that he wants to just to study English because he wants to know more about like business English, so you're going to focus more on business English. If he said that I'm having like a job interview and I want my answers to be like really fluent, I want to use some advanced words, so you're going to focus more on like job interviews like topics and so on. So it's really, really important to follow like the structure, or to just customize your session according to their needs. So if you did that, you're going to guarantee that he's going to subscribe with you. Maybe you can say like 60%, because that's why he's here. If you see that, okay, that I'm here and he just like I said I need conversation, but instead I was just like I was told some like grammar lessons, maybe it's not really what he needs. Okay, so just make sure that you're going to make it based on his needs, or based on their um, like what they want to like learn with you. And for the second part, uh, I know that I told you that you're going to have like their levels, but they're not really 100% accurate, because like some of our students, they just like we give them like some placement tests, but some of them they say, okay, we don't need like a placement test, we already like know our levels, but they're not. Maybe they could say they are A2, but they are B1 or C1, who knows. So just make sure to evaluate their levels. How you can do that? By giving them some assessment questions or some icebreaker questions, to be honest. So how you can find like some icebreaker questions? First, you could ask them about what do you like to do in your free time. They could just like feel that they want to talk about their free time and their hobbies. And you could choose any games from here. You could choose Would You Rather. Here I recommend Would You Rather. Or maybe like circle time, play a game secrets, small talk debates, and so on. So let's say we're going to open Would You Rather. So here you just going to tell your student, okay, now we're going to play a game. We're going to play a game together. I'm going to ask you like some questions, and I need you to answer me. And do not make it as a really, really like professional one. Just make sure that you interact with your student and interact with his answer as well. And of course, if you want to like share your own experience, you can do that. So for example, if we're going to scroll down a little bit, we're going to see that we have Would You Rather go to the water park or amusement park. So let's say that he said water park. So you're going to ask him, okay, why you choose water park? Just make sure that the conversation is going back and forth, that you are maybe like connecting to your student. You make sure that you have like a strong rapport with the student. So you could share your personal experience as well. And you don't have to finish like the whole PDF. You could just like pick 2 or 3 or 4 questions. Okay. And that's why we decided to create an assessment, just to make sure of their level, and at the same time to break the ice, because some of them they could really like feel nervous and anxious about having a whole trial session in English with like a native speaker. Maybe it could just like really like hard be like really hard on them because they're not really like fluent. So just make sure that you're going to break the ice. You're going just to talk with them like in a really like a casual way. And the duration of you like you guys are going to introduce yourselves and you're going to give them like the assessment part should only take from 20 to 25 minutes. Okay, so just make sure that you're managing your time like in a really like good way, because as we said before, the duration of the trial session is only like 60 minutes. If you want to add extra 5 minutes, of course it's like it's okay from like 5 to 10 minutes, but just like make sure that your time is like is good and you're not just oversimplifying or over like just like going like maybe like to over like your details, or just to ask like many other questions to your students and just pass the time. So this is for the trial first part. So just let me go through the other parts. So this is for the games and activities part. And here comes the first feedback. So right after you just use some icebreaker questions and use some of our activities, you're going to tell your student or you're going to inform your student of the first feedback. So it's a really important one. So according to his conversation with you, you're going to evaluate his level. Okay. So let's say that from his conversation you feel okay, the student according to his conversation he's B1 beginner, for example. So you're going to give him a full feedback. So I used to follow the sandwich technique, which is you're going to compliment your student, you're going to praise him, support him, that you did such a great job today. It was really good. I loved your pronunciation. I loved your accent. But I think we need to focus more on this and this and this. Okay, and then you're going to end your um, like feedback with a compliment too. But make sure it's not like a scripted one. Just make sure that it's a real feedback according to his conversation with you. And at the end of your feedback, you're going to inform him of his level. And it's a really important part because according to his level, you're going to choose the right lesson. So let's say that he's B1 and he's here for conversation. So I really like highly recommend you to choose change because it's a really like good part or a really good topic when it comes to conversation. So you're going to like inform him of his level, as we said before, and then you're going to start your lesson with a leading question. So, for example, you could ask him, "Okay, could you like tell me more about the changes that happened to you?" And of course, they'll just like they moved like a lot from like a country to country, or from maybe like a city to city. So they just like they have like a lot of stories to tell you about. So this is for the lesson. So then you're going to go through the lesson itself. So here you're going to have some vocabulary. So I used to tell my students, okay, so could you please read the definition and the example? And after they read the definition and the example, I'm going to correct their pronunciation. And I'm going to repeat the word itself 3 times. And about the example, we already like have an example here, but I will ask my students, okay, could you please give me an example in this word? Just to make sure that they're thinking in English. They're using English and they are thinking with this language. So they will feel that they are improving with you. And same goes for the rest of the vocabulary that we are going to have today. And here you're going to have about 6 vocabulary. So maybe you could say that, okay, I need you like in 3 minutes to maybe to create a whole situation out of this like or out of these 6 vocabulary, just to let them imagine like situation in English, even as like a fake one. They could just connect the words together in order just like not to forget about these words ever again. If they connected to these words, if they connected it to like a certain situation, they will never forget it. So, and of course, like each one of you, like you guys are going to have like his own or her own method. And this is for the vocabulary. And then when you're going like to see that, you should open the video. You're going to go back to the levels, and you will see change video. But like it's only for change and for other like lesson in C1. that has like a video, but not for the other like sessions. So if you open the video, it's a YouTube video. Just like open it and make sure that it's not like it doesn't have like any like sort of glitch, and the sound is clear. And then you guys are going to watch it together. And after you guys watch it together, you're going to open change one more time, and you'll find like some discussion like questions. And if you don't want to use it, you can use yours if you just like prepared one. So here is like the discussion questions. And then the last part, which is the productive stage, or the speaking like activity, where your student like will be able to apply, or just like to try to practice the new vocabulary with you. So I used to make it as role playing. Um, for example, I used to make it as if we are having like a podcast, and I'm the host and he's the guest, and we just like talking about change like in our lives. And maybe we can make it as if you guys like are friends and sitting like in a coffee shop and having like conversation about change. But just try to make it like really related to real life situations. It's going to be good. So this is for the practice. And the last part, which is the feedback, you're going to get your feedback. And just make sure that you have extra 5 minutes for you just to mention the benefits of the platform. And I will tell you how to mention it. So you're just going to go back, and if you guys remember like the course information that I told you about, you're going to get it from here. Try session roadmap. You can find the course information. But I don't prefer that you're going to share your screen with the course information like in front of your students. I just prefer if you wrote down like some points to mention, just to make it like sounds more casual and like really like a natural one, not a scripted one. So what is like the course information? So you're going to end your session with the second feedback, or your plan as a teacher for them. So for example, according to the level, you're going to tell them, okay, so actually like your level, as we said before, your level is B1 beginner. And from your conversation, if you wrote down like some points where they maybe mispronounce a word, or maybe they have like some grammatical mistakes, and if you wrote it down, you could just like show it to them or write it in the chat box. It would be really good. That okay, you maybe like you did a mistake while you're pronouncing this word, or maybe you had a grammatical mistake while you were talking about this like situation. And at the end of your feedback, you're going to mention the benefits of the platform. And what are the benefits of the platform. You're going to say that, for example, that we have something called conversation room, where you guys can practice like your English 24/7. It's like available 24/7. If they join, they're going to find an English instructor there, and he's going to guide them. He's going to practice the English with them, and it's for free. It's not a paid one. And they're going to have like the full access to our materials on their own accounts, and that our schedule is flexible. If they chose like anytime, um, we will find like the right group for them. We have like a free placement test if they want to like go through the placement test one more time. And that we have our sessions 3 times a week, 1 hour for each one. And what else? Okay, I think yeah, that's it. And yeah, and the duration of the level itself is going to be like 3 months. Okay, and they're going to get like a certificate at the end of each level. Yeah, I believe yeah, that's it. That this is like for the benefits. If you wanna like write it down, you could just like go through like the benefits here and write down like some points, just to make it sounds like a little bit natural. And when you finish your session, just call like one of our sales agents, for example, like Mazen or Chaima. They're going like to be with you in like your session. And you could tell them, okay, I finished my session, you can take over. And they're going to discuss like the subscription procedures, how they could pay and everything. And yeah, that was everything about the child. So any questions related to this part?
No questions.
All right. Thank you. Yes, you can talk.
I have a question. Yes. So, as what you have mentioned earlier, that we cannot show the introduction part, right? We can only
The benefits, yes.
yes, yes, the yeah, introduction. We can only show them the course information, correct?
Mhm. Yes.
So,
I mean that. Yeah. 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 Go on. I'm sorry.
yes, I'm sorry. So I just would like to confirm. So meaning we need to go over this parts before we start the lesson, or how should we, start the lesson without showing anything? Are we going to jump right away to the course information part so that we can have something in our screen?
Okay. Thank you so much. It's a really good question. Thank you so much for asking.
Hmm.
Okay. So when we talk about the transition roadmap, this is for you. This is like I could say that these three like PDF that we have today, introduction, assessment, and interactive lesson, it's only here to guide you. You don't have to open it in your trial session. You could just like open it, or you could just like go through it right after the orientation session to know more about the structure and just like to revise the structure. But you don't have to go through it before each trial. Okay, so you're going to start your trial by introducing yourself and by asking like some icebreaker questions, games and activities, and then the first feedback, you're going to mention the level, and you're going straight to the lesson. You don't have to open these three PDFs here. It's only here to guide you, not to open it like in front of your students or even like before your trial. You're going to open it once to know more about the structure, but you will not need to open it again. The one that is really important and you're going to use it every time is the course information. But what I was saying about the course information, that you don't have to like to share your screen using like the course information in front of your students, just because how are you going to convince your students when you're not convinced, when you don't even know like the parts? That's why I said you don't have to read it in front of your students. You could just like say it in your own way. um, like you could just like write down 5 or 6 points and you could say it in your own way, not in our own way that is mentioned in the course information. You got what I want to say?
Yes. So meaning we are just going to have a one-on-one talk in front of the camera, correct? So we have a conversation with a student. Is that what
Yes,
you meant? Uh-huh.
following the same structure. And
Uh-huh.
yeah, when
Yeah.
it comes to the benefits, yes, you're going to discuss it like in front of your student, as if you
Ah,
guys are like going like have a conversation together about the benefits. Yes.
okay, 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 gotcha. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right. So any questions related to the trials? Yes, Mr. Yan.
Yes. Thank you. First, I would like to, because you mentioned earlier that after finishing a trial session,
Mhm,
we will call the sales agent to take over.
mhm.
Is Are you able to show us how to do that, or is the sales agent also in the trial session room and will take over directly?
Yes, he will be with you. Like for each trial session, you're going to find that like a sales agent with you. So you're just going to call like his name. Okay, so Mr. Shema or Mr. Madden, like I finished my trial, so that they'll be able to continue right after you. They will take over.
Okay, great. Are we notified, or is that something we can see on the side of the screen? What then mean the name of the
Uh
sales
huh.
agent?
Good question. Okay, I will show it to you right away. So actually, okay, I will share my screen right now.
I just want to make sure so that at least I know who to call to after I finish the session. Yeah.
Sure, yeah. So let's say that right now we're having a trial session and you're the teacher and you're going to have me, for example. So like as a supervisor, and you're going to have the sales agent. So you already like know like my name. So and so like the academic department is only like me, Yara, and Miss Noor. So like this is for the academic department. For the sales agents, you're going to find the M part here, which stands for moderator. Okay, so you're going to know that he's a moderator with you. So you could call his name, whether he's
Okay.
Mazen, Muhammad, or China. And for the students, like for example, like teacher Akani, she joined from like a student account, so you'll not see like the M letter here or moderator in her profile,
Okay.
on her profile picture. Okay, this
Okay.
is how
Great.
you could know the moderator from the student. And of course, like you're going to see like the student like picture. So our students, they're going to join whether as a guest or as a student. So you will find this profile picture here, which is saying that he's a student, and
Okay.
the M moderator here is not going to be on her on their profile.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. So, any questions about the trials?
No, we're fine. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Okay, I think we should move to the next part. Okay, so here, the last part, you can see that education material. So here you could find some recorded trial sessions by our teachers and even like by me and Ms. Noor, that you guys can see like how it looks like, what is the structure, how you can start. So it could help you. So here you could find like some recorded trial sessions, and here you can find the assessment. This is how you could just like know more about how to evaluate the levels, how to make sure of the levels. So you can find it here. Maybe it could be like as a guide for you. It could help you a lot while you are evaluating the levels to make sure of the levels. And yeah, this is like everything. You can find it in educational materials. And for the students, okay, just one sec. Okay. And for the students here, it's like a really important section because of like two reasons. For the first reason that you're going to update the levels from here. As I said before, reports. Okay, let's talk about levels first, not to make them up. So after they just like have their final exam with you, you're going to update the levels from here. Let's say that they were A1, but now they are A2. So you're going to choose A2 and submit it, and same goes for the sub levels. You're going to change the sub levels. And why are we doing that? Because right after you just like update the levels, they will have the access for the next level materials. And at the same time, because like a student department, maybe like if you have like a group of 7 and you have only one slot for like an extra student, so if you did not level your students up, maybe you could get like a misplaced student, because let's say that he's an A1 student and now your students, they are A2. So you're going to just use your students. So that's why it's really important to update the levels. And for the second reason, this section is really important because of the reports, as we said, the one on the dashboard, the monthly reports. So you're going to find it to find the plus icon here on the first, on the 21 of like each month, and you're going to update it from here. Just make sure it's customized because it's going to be like sent directly once you submit it to our students' WhatsApp number. So this is like for the student sections. So any questions so far?
No, no, I'm fine. Thank you.
So
What
just
does
just
the
to clarify,
groups? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Okay.
sorry about that. Yes, just to clarify, this happens, the updating of the student levels happens around the 21st to the 28th of the month.
Yeah, the student reports is around 21 of each month. But when you want to update the levels, it's not like really like it's not going to be limited by any time. It's according to
Mhm.
the level and when they're going to level up.
Oh, okay. I see. And the only sections or columns that we will edit in this screen is the level section and the sub-level section, right?
Yes, the age is, you're not
Okay.
going to yeah, to edit the age here.
Right.
You're going to only edit the level and sub level part. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes. Who is next?
Yes. What does the group stands for? Like group 935, does it have anything special when it comes to, grouping
Yeah.
the students? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's like it's a group number. Like it's like a group name. Like group 935 has Safa, Mamar, and Natalie. Group 939 has like certain like students. So it's like you like consider it as a group number or group name.
Oh yeah. What's the significance of the group? Sorry, the group for for
Oh,
the students. Uh-huh.
okay. It's not related like to a certain like category. It's only
Uh-huh.
like for it's like a normal one. But for information, we have three kinds of groups. We have group of seven, group of three, and private one.
Oh, okay. Uh-huh. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes.
Hi. I wanted to ask a question in connection with the groups. So, are the groups based on common goals, or is it companies sometimes that send their employees? How are the groups formatted? Is it individuals that are randomly put in a group? So, that's what I would like to find out.
Okay, thank you. Yes, it's not like commonly like arranged. We just it's not sorry, it's not like randomly arranged. We only like arrange our groups according to their needs. So, for example, if all of like your group member they are here for accommodation, so we're going to have, for example, group 939 for accommodation. If they
Okay.
only want to like learn more about business, same goes for like the business. So it's
Mm,
not randomly like arranged. Yes.
okay, no problem. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for your question. Okay. So any other question? Mm-hmm. Okay. So let's move to the second part, which is the meetings. Okay. So first of all, this is how you could access your sessions, your regular sessions, not the trials. And this is how you could see your schedule. So for example, here, like on Sunday, the teacher he has like a group at 19 p.m. So of course it's going to be like according to your time zone. So don't worry about this point. And this is how you could join your meeting. Um, and here you can see like resources and materials. So you don't have to stick to this one actually because like our system like is going to like arrange it like in orders, so you don't have to stick to this one. Just make sure that you could just like pick any lesson, like as long as you're picking this lesson from the same sub level, it's going to be good. So this is like about the lessons and about the resources and materials. Let's talk about the absence. Okay. So let's say that you joined your session on time, but you find that your student like he did not show up during the session. So it's really really important after 5 minutes to call a student department or only like to text a student department just to make sure that whether he's going to attend today or not. And they're going to just call your student. If he did not answer, you could just spend only like 30 minutes in the meeting room. And if he did not show up, you're going to spend the rest of the hour in the conversation room. So you're going to join there. Make sure that your camera is on. You don't have to share your screen. You don't have to teach the students there any lesson. Just make sure that you're going to have like an open discussion, like an open conversation. You're going to see like a lot of teachers there, a lot of students there. You just like you're going to have like a lot of fun. You're going to get to like to know more about our teachers. You'll meet like maybe like 3 or 4 teachers there. Some of our students, so yeah, you're going to have like a normal conversation for the rest of the hour. And if you did that, you'll get paid for like the session as if your student joined. There will be like no problem. You're still getting like paid the $5 of your hourly rate. So this is for if your student was absent during your session. Same goes for the trials. If you ask like our sales agent about the student and he said maybe he's not going to join, so you're going to spend the rest of the time in the conversation room. If he said maybe he's not really sure if he's going to join or not in the trial session, I mean, you're going to spend also like 30 minutes in the meeting room. and you're going to spend the rest of like the hour in the conversation. And yeah, this is like when it comes to the absent. Yes.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to get some clarification with regards to the if the student is late, maybe if the student is like 15 or 30 minutes late. Um, when the student comes in, eventually comes into the lesson,
Mhm.
do we do I have to cover an hour from that point, or we just finish the scheduled time, even if the class is going to be about 45 minutes or 30 minutes?
No, just list like the schedule time. If you, of course, if you want to like compensate like the other 30 minutes, if you want to cover the other 30 minutes, you can do that. But you don't have to.
Oh, okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Any other questions? Yes.
Hi, yes,
Okay.
I have another question. So,
Hmm.
basically, the meetings tab is where we can find or access our meetings with the meeting room with the student, right? Is
Yes.
that
Like
did I
you
understand
could
it
just
correctly?
you
Okay.
could join. You mean like when you should join?
Yes, when I join.
Yeah. What you could just like you could join like about 15 minutes early if you want to do that, but not before that. If I'm just getting your question right.
Well, what I was trying to say is, if I say I have a class 9 a.m. in the morning and I
Mm-hmm.
want to access our meeting room, this is where we go. This is the place where we go to access that. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah. This is the only way. Yeah, you can join your meeting. Yes. When it comes to the
Okay,
regular
great.
sessions, but when it comes to trials, you can just like access trials here and join meeting from trials.
Okay, I see. And one more question. So, if say the
Mm-hmm.
student, whether trial or regular, did not attend the session or the scheduled session, and we were asked to shift to going to the conversation room, do we
Mm-hmm.
close off the current meeting room with the student and join the conversation room, or do we leave the student meeting room sort of open while joining the conversation room?
Good question. Yes, you can close it after 30 minutes. You don't have to remain it open. You could just like close it after 30 minutes and join the conversation room right after.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. Who's next?
Yes, so I
Hi.
just would like to so sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I just would like to confirm if ever that the student inform the sales agent that or whoever regarding them being absent or late. Let's say absent. They inform them ahead before
Mhm.
the class. Are is it going to be paid? Are we going to get paid or what? Because they already have a session with us technically, but what if they are able to inform ahead before the class starts? Are we going to get paid? Should we also join the meeting room still?
Okay, no. If he just like if he decided not to show up, maybe like why you just like let's say you had a trial at 7 and you join at 7, like you join 6:55, and the student decided not to join, you still get paid. You get paid like for the trial. But if they decided to cancel, maybe like 2 hours or like 3 hours earlier, you're not getting paid. I'm just like I'm talking about here as if he is just like only attended the trial, but no one
Mm.
showed up. So here of course you'll get paid for it, even if you didn't
Okay.
join.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Who wants to ask me another question? Yes.
Hi, I'd like
Hi.
to.
Okay. Who wants to start?
Can I start?
Okay.
I just wanted to find out what happens if we don't join conversation rooms after the 30 minutes.
Oh, okay. The session itself will not, like our system will not count it as paid session. That's why we say you have to join because the system is like a really smart one. He just like our system is gonna like to count like everything you do, whether you just like close your like your session like 30 minutes. So our system will recognize that the student is not going to show up. So the system will count the 30 minutes that you going to spend in the conversation room. So that's why we say you have to join right after the 30 minutes to the conversation room to make sure that that the payment like of the session itself will be counted right after the hour itself. You could see it like in the dashboard. Okay, I think we have like teacher Ruth, I think, or I'm not sure if I'm
Yes,
pronouncing your name right. I'm sorry.
yes, that's correct. I just have a question. I wanted to find out when we are in the conversation rooms.
Mhm.
I'm not sure if I got it right. Do we have to switch on the camera?
Yeah, you have to turn it on. You have to keep it on like for the entire 30 minutes. Yes.
Oh, all right, okay. And then when it comes to participation, do we just listen in and like with what will be happening in the conversation room?
You can participate. You'll find like a lot of teachers, a lot of students. You can participate. You can talk to the other teacher, to the other students. It's gonna be like really fun, as if like we're gonna like to have just like our orientation. We have like different teachers. We have different students. So you're going to participate, of course.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Happy. Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask the same thing that she asked. So yeah, I'm covered.
Oh, really? Okay. All right. Okay. So any other question regarding the meeting part? Yes.
Hello, Miss. It's me again.
Okay.
I really wanted to ask, yeah, for this meeting is actually, are we going, how can we actually open the slots in here, or are we going to tell you that we are available during this hour so that you are the ones who will opening the slots for us? Or is it us that who will open it?
Okay, yeah, good one. Yeah, so but after like the final stage, which is like the trial session, we're going to like if everything is good, we're going to like send you like a detailed message where you could just send us your available time, and we are going to update it on our system. And according to your available time, you will get groups and files.
All right, Miss. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes. Who's next? Any questions? Okay. I think we should move to the last part. But let me just inform you before the last part about our whiteboard. If you want to just like use a whiteboard, normally I used to use like Google Documents as a whiteboard, but here also like on our platform we have our own whiteboard if, in case if you want to use it. Um, this is like a whiteboard. This is how you could change the background, and this is how you can write. You can write down like anything. Okay, so this is how you can use it. And if you don't want to use it, you can use like any other whiteboard that you used to. So now let's move to the last part of our like session for today, which is going to be the chat part. So here like in our platform it's not really allowed to take your students numbers or to send your numbers to your students to add them on social media or anything like that. So the only way to communicate with your students is our chat. So here you can find all of your students profiles, and here we have like some groups too. So if you want to talk to the whole group you can just like text them according to the group number. And if you want to talk to like a certain student, maybe like about a personal feedback or anything, you can just like send a message. But just make sure that during your session, you just like pre-inform your student that I'm going to send a message to you on our platform today, because here in our platform we don't have like notifications, so they'll not be notified that you send a message, and vice versa. And they send you a message. And about the accounts, so here like Mr. Muhammad, he's like the quality controller here in our platform. if you want to like text him at any time, this is my account, the teacher creative manager, and this is Nurilla account, the teacher academic manager. This is Sarah or Miss Sarah like account. This is she's like the student department supervisor. This is Mr. Yusuf, the IT. So feel free to text us at any time. But of course, if you want to like, if you want us to reply fast, just text us or on our American number. Of course, we will reply right away. And for the platform itself, here I have to share my screen as entire screen. So this is how you could like open your mic. This is how you can open your camera. This is how you can share your screen. This is how you can write in the chat box. Okay. This is how you can raise your hand. This is how you could just like clap your hands for your students or use any emoji that you want to use. And here, unfortunately, I'm not using my like administrative account, so I will just like show you how to check the participants. But let me show you how to mute, to ask anyone to unmute. You can use this one here, and then they will be notified that the moderator is asking you to unmute yourself. And if you want to like mute anyone, you will see like the word mute here instead. If you want to kick anyone out, you can kick him from here. If you want to send a private message, you can send it from here. But because I'm sharing my screen as entire screen, you guys will be able to see it. But otherwise, you will not be able to see the message. And yeah, I think that's everything. Yeah. So, any questions about the orientation session? Any parts that you guys wanna like want me to clarify before I end the orientation session? Yeah. Any questions?
None so far, miss.
None for me. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay.
Yes, I think you've covered everything. Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Thank
Thank
you.
you all. Thank you so much. Okay, so thank you thank you guys so much for joining. I'm really happy to have you today. It was like a nice one. Thank you for your questions, and yeah, just like I'm going to send trial sessions request to you guys this week, so you'll be able to have the last stage of like the trial sessions. And I hope that all of you like pass it because you all like did such a great job today and doing your interviews as well. So yeah, good luck and thank you all for joining today.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you so
you.
much.
You.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a great
you.
day. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.